Hi, I'm Kieran. I'm a rugby player, and this is my Deyo diary. I played a lot of sport when I was a kid. My parents were pretty passionate about getting me out, so whether that was a Saturday or a Sunday playing football or rugby, cricket in the summer, just a lot of my younger life was based around sport. And my dad played rugby when I was younger, so going and watching him play got me involved from a really young age, and I just really liked the look of it. And obviously, as you grow up through school, playing with your mates, it's just so rewarding, and just kept going with it really.
It's like, would you attribute a lot to your parents and like the sport?
Yeah, I guess they sort of opened the door for me. They put me in the scenarios where I'd be playing a lot of sport, um, and obviously them enjoying it as well made a really big difference. Recently just major injuries. So just spending a prolonged period of time on the sidelines been quite hard. Obviously, just balancing between being really happy for your mates, achieving things on the field, but also being pretty jealous that you're not on there as well. So, like coming to terms with balancing that has been pretty difficult, and obviously just rehabbing, that's probably the biggest challenge. But I'd say when I was fit, the biggest challenge is sort of competition at the high level, sort trying not to almost take yourself too seriously and getting that balance afterwards. You're not just purely obsessing over the game.
What what specific injury did you?
Um, so I tore my ACL and then had reconstructive surgery on that last year. And that sort of rehab process is at least sort of 9 months ish. So pretty long term. Yeah. Oh,
It's Velcro, bro. It's Velcro.
that is some strong ass Velcro. Oh my
That's
God. Um, just keep enjoying it. I think at school I sort of took it too seriously. I um just stressed about the team. I was captain at school for my rugby team, and I was just stressing so much about making sure the team was in the best position to win that I just forgot to be a 17-year-old playing with his mates in a way. So yeah, if I could go back, just tell him to just relax a little bit and just absorb it, because we missed most of it during COVID. We missed a couple of years of just being with your mates, and just go back and really enjoy that period again. Most rewarding thing, obviously playing with your mates, you make long-term relationships with great mates that you're going to talk to for the rest of your life, and also ones that you're not going to see but still have great memories with. So that's a really rewarding part, but purely from a high performance point of view, the amount of hours that you put in, whether that's training or in the gym or just thinking about it, seeing that come out on the field and seeing your training coming out is like really rewarding. Um, and it makes it all worth it at the end of the day when you can see the progress that you're making and in your team.
what do you think like the highest point then has been so far?
I think in my first year I was quite lucky where we won the league for Bucks, and I wasn't a massive part of that. I came in at the end as a fresher, and just being a part of the group and being pretty honoured to just share the field with the lads who put in the graft the whole year. So even though it wasn't necessarily my individual achievement, just being part of that wider achievement was really probably the peak for me.
The best feeling when you're like in the zone or something, like what's that feeling that you get?
Um, Kind of just calmness. You sort of use the feeling is you're just relying on your instincts. You're not thinking. You're happy. It looks like you're playing with a smile on your face and you're really enjoying it, and it feels easy. Is when I feel like it is what it feels like when you're playing and playing at your best. It's easy. You're happy. You're calm, and that's generally what I feel. My top three tips would be to make sure that you're enjoying it, to be as diversified as possible when you're younger, and to become an expert in your craft. So obviously enjoy it as much as possible. I touched on it earlier, and just making sure you really appreciate the moments that you're spending with your mates and the process of getting there. Being as diversified as possible. Just when I was younger, I played a lot of different sports, and I really felt like that benefited me. And often the people who are most successful tend to have played a lot of different sports, a lot of different positions, and just their knowledge of the variety of ways to play is just makes a big difference. And being an expert in your field is really being passionate about getting to know the intricacies of what you're doing and almost becoming your own coach. So you don't have to necessarily rely on other coaches. Obviously, you take their input and you learn from them, but also you being that knowledgeable as well that you can almost give yourself the feedback and self feedback and keep improving uh, straight away.
Is there like anyone that you looked up to that had like a career?
At school, a few years above me, there was some boys such as Fraser Dingwall who went on to be a professional rugby player, and all I heard from them is that they're really well rounded, um, and they had a really good relationship with everyone at the school, and all the teachers liked them, and that helped them out where they really could draw knowledge and feedback from lots of different people in the school and from different parts of their lives. My quote would probably be, the more I practice, the luckier I get. So that just comes down to, you can get all the preparation done in the world, doesn't necessarily mean you're going to be successful, but you're giving yourself the best chance. And a lot of in sport, it looks like it's luck, but you tend to figure out that you put yourself in the situation in the right way, as so many times in a row, you're going to get that positive outcome. So in a sense, getting luckier every time.
Is there anyone you'd like to like thank for why you've come at all?
Just like to obviously thank family, coaches, and whatnot, but especially my mates. Especially recently, it's just found it so important, especially during your like challenging periods, such as injuries, to have your good mates there that you can rely on to take your mind off it or talk to about it and just pull you through it when you're not necessarily got the motivation there, just yourself.
Yeah, that's great. Thanks so much. Cheers. Appreciate it.
Cheers, guys. Thanks so much for having me.